But in the long run, for art, that's not good. It should be balanced. You see, like, I'm okay with YG Entertainment because they got people like PS Psy and they got the pop stars. I think it should be balanced because you should have those pop stars to make sure that the money is coming in so that there is money for the real artist to do his thing. It should be balanced, you know what I mean? I just feel that sometimes here it might not always be balanced. Yeah. But I still have love, and everything that I've done has always been to question. It has never been to go against or to hate. It's never been from a loving place. I mean, I'm from a place of non-love. It's always been a place of love. And if ever people saw negativity, that was just me going, I don't understand that. Could you please explain it to me better? Because I guess that's what artists do essentially. We put up a mirror on our situation, and we let the people judge for themselves. You know, we don't like for example, when it's my song, I realized very young, I had a friend, I used to explain exactly what my track means. And then he said, no, don't do that. And then I realized later it's because the same art can mean four different things. Just like in Mandarin, the same word in four different tones
Wow. Okay.
means
Wow.
means absolutely different things, which is why it's been difficult for me to learn Mandarin.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm a rapper. We use the same word in multiple tones just to this thing. So Mandarin is just
I
eluded
remember.
me.
I remember that one song. You from you two. Who knows this? And then 1, 2, and then it's 14. Which is what?
No, because the artist is speaking from his perspective. So sometimes you don't need to understand the art. You just need to appreciate, just like a magician.
No, the guitarist DH actually explained that the reason why they chose that is because it rhymes. That's all.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, that's all. It's a cherry on top of a big.
okay, okay. I'm actually going to move my seat because I'm actually feeling more comfortable. You know, when you enter somebody else's home, it takes you a while to warm up. So I think I'm going to move over to the couch over there if it's
Oh,
okay with everybody.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's symbolizing the podcast getting more warm, and we're getting into the nitty gritty of things. But let me take this so that I can raise my level. I just want to let people know that the reason why I'm moving around in the chairs is because I'm actually afflicted by gastritis.
Right.
Yeah, it's quite it's how do I put it? It has put a strain on my art a little bit, but I never let it phase me. I've still gone on, and I'm sure there's so many artists out there with this affliction as well.
Yeah, I feel that most artists that trying to make something new of it always breaks down. They
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah
And it's not a mental issue.
yeah
It's not a mental issue at all. Especially for me, I want to say I actually had a breakdown in 2015, right around the time where our founding father Lee Kuan Yew died, because I mostly most of my life never judged. You know what I mean? I felt that even a mistake should be met with love, whether it's right or wrong or whether it works. You know, it's just how I believe and how my parents brought me up. Okay, so because of this belief, I tried to make the road less taken happen, and this has been over a 14-year journey. Actually, more than that. Actually, a total, including being a rapper and recording in a home studio, we are talking. This is the 21st year that I've been in this game. All right. It's just that as a musician, I saw the whole scene at the time, especially the hip hop scene, which I wouldn't say I was a part of or at all, but it was something that I was planning to enter. And I knew a lot of people who were in the scene because I had a cousin who knew a lot of the stars that you see today. He knew them.
yeah.
So I got to know them through him actually. And my first CD was introduced by that same cousin.
Oh yeah, I just want to ask, how did we meet you? Like how do we?
Yeah,
Kind of it's like
okay.
random.
So for me, I think we met, I believe, when I was sending out I was sharing my songs, because over the years, I've just tried to reach out. So even though when I didn't have any money, I know most people are embarrassed to say that. I'm not. This is Singapore. You know, we do art without the dollar. So when you talk about art, it's here. Some people, and I'm going to make a statement, and it's no disrespect to anybody. It's just my belief. A lot of people say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere in the world. I challenge them to come to Singapore. It's just a challenge. You know what I mean? Like, I love even though as a rapper, I always loved Tupac more. But as I grew older, I started to look. I still like the No Way Out album, even though everybody said
Okay.
he didn't rap well. I felt he put together a great album.
Yeah.
That No Way Out album was a really great album. Even though I was a rapper and his rapping skill, though.
Yeah, he's experimenting with it. Yeah.
Basically how he put it together. I mean, he said many years later, don't worry whether I write songs, I write checks. Because he's an executive producer, he puts stuff together. You know what I mean? And I feel that essentially most of my life, I've been an executive producer that has been using all his other talents to pull everybody together. Essentially. Because people don't look at the executive producer much. You know, they just think he's a guy that's just there. But that guy is the guy that's the glue. He keeps everybody on the road and on the path. It's just that I believe that he rapped because Notorious B.I.G. died. And he felt that whether he really died or not, who knows. But through the music and through the songs, that's what we saw over here. But whether we saw or not, I can't confirm or deny. Because at the time, rap music was kind of illegal.
Yeah, in here.
Yeah, we're talking like late 90s, you know what I mean? But thank God there was the clean version so that we could get our hands on that copy. You know what I mean?
God bless MTV.
No, but I believe, yeah. No, it's not a joke. What you said was very relevant actually. God bless MTV because of MTV and MTV Jams and all that, I got to see all these rap songs and videos, and I got to extract, because everybody is always pinpointing the detail. I don't think that's what it's about. Yeah, details are important, don't get me wrong. But I think we need to look at the bigger picture and what the message was of the song or the artist. You see, I come from the mid school. I'm not old school. And I mean, I've tried to adapt to the new school as best I can because you got to remain relevant. But as for me, I try to remain focused on the message in each thing. So for No Way Out, the message was so deep. You hear the records like Victory and all that. Even though Tupac was I felt Tupac was like the power in his voice and the message you want to say. My favorite album is on my desk till today is the Machiavelli album. Not because of why everybody else loves it, but because I love the message that he was trying to tell. And everybody was so focused on whether Tupac died or not. But I kept telling them, that's not actually what's it about. Did you get the message that he was trying to say? Don't just praise somebody. Understand the message that they are saying, because you see, even like for a classic rap guy like me, there was a big rap battle between Jay-Z and Nas. All right, I'm sorry to diverse, but we're talking about Jay-Z and Nas. All right? If you talk about it from a verse perspective, Nas murdered it. Ether. Burn through. But many years later, when I hear back, that track is not as impactful because of modern day technology or words or whatever. But at that time, it was cool.
I believe that.
Sorry to interrupt you, but this point is quite important. Let me just finish it before I forget it. My mind works too fast. If I go on, is the next. So basically, what he does is even though he jacked him, Jay-Z released a track called and said that he was all about the Benjamins, right? Okay? He's out for dead presidents to represent him, which they sampled each other or whatever. That was Jay-Z saying that he was in the scene for so long that even though he beat him as rapper, he wouldn't outwork him. And that's why he's a billionaire. You know what I mean? But of course, balance. And when you hear Jay-Z, I heard the music. At first, I was like, it's all party records. But when I heard him in his interviews, he was very, very insightful. You know what I mean? And like people used to say that he was a drug dealer and that's how he made it. But he proved that he was a businessman. Go right ahead. It's up to you. On you to next. I'm sorry that I interjected, man, but this is me. My character, I'm loud, man. I'm big. I'm loud. I'm unapologetic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're talking, your points. So I can't,
Yeah. I enjoy. It's a back and forth. It's a back and forth. The delicate dance. You know what I mean? Now, you know what? I've been speaking for so long. Let me interview you a bit. Is that okay?
Okay.
Is that okay? Because we actually met because I sent him a track and it was a promo for the movie The Road Less Taken that I'm doing. All right? And it's a project that I've been doing for some time. And why I chose it is because I did see a lot of good like indie movies in Singapore and comedies that tried to export. But I just felt that it didn't have the right amount of elements that the whole world would join in together on. That's how I felt. And I felt even my journey, like you know how art mimics life? Like, yeah, I was a kind of delusional character for years. So I want to ask you, do you think an artist needs to live in a little bit of delusion to make it?
I don't think so. But I believe that see, okay, whenever I write a screenplay, I always tend to add like 20 pages more. My first short film is 10 minutes. The rule is 1 page, 1 minute. I got 20 pages just for 10 minutes. So I had to I need to cut this out.
You're actually speaking about what I believe is essential. It might not be essential for everybody, but I think that character Bibles are quite important. Harold and Kumar is evident of that. Because when I went back and watched that movie, I was like, the script was they were just wanted to get White Castle. That was pretty much the script. But that movie worked because the characters were so detailed, orientated. They really looked into the characters and how the character would do. And that's the way I approach it. Even though there is a real story to it, I wanted a balance. Finally, where there was a movie where it was just enough comedy, just enough seriousness, but not enough to bring a person down. Because sometimes art does that. Even Tupac songs, I'm going to be admitting, Tupac songs does everything. It can pull you up, it can make you horny, it can make you revolutionary, you know?
I can't imagine Tupac's.
It can make you hug your brother.
Then everybody just G's in.
It can make you hug your brother.
G's.
No, but the thing is, I think that an artist is everything. He's not just one. He's never one thing. Just like a human being. Due to the situation in life, like for me, I'm delusionally happy most of my life. That's how I got on. And then when I came back from America, I was forced to face the reality. You know, even at home. Even though I had two beautiful parents who really did the most for me and whatever they could for me. But when I came back, I saw the world very differently already because I had seen the world. And once you see the world and come back and you realize inconsistencies, you can't really do anything about it. You know what I mean? So you move on, you do what you can, and you push for your dreams, especially in a climate like Singapore. And you know, I've been struggling all my life to talk to great people like P. Diddy, Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons is the owner of Def Jam, which is like one of the biggest labels for rap. Let's just put it right there, full stop. You know, there might be better rappers, but like labels that outlasted everybody is Def Jam. No, Death Row might have been the most controversial and blown up, but Death Row wasn't around for that long, actually.
With the youth comes a new guy.
Yeah. So back to you, actually. Back to you right now. I want to ask you. So when I sent you that message and you heard it, you were in this room right here, or were you in this room right here? So when you're in this room right here and you heard the song that I sent you, what was going through your mind?